Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I used to have more energy than this? What happened? Not in a complaining way, just that quiet moment of realization that something's shifted. Maybe it's not you. Maybe it's your dad, or your uncle, or that old friend you used to play tennis with every weekend. These days, he mostly stays in, doesn't walk as far, doesn't laugh quite as loud. His hands tremble a little when he lifts a cup of tea. He still smiles, still tells his stories. But that spark is starting to fade. And the truth is, it didn't happen all at once. It started small. He began sleeping longer, yet always waking up tired. He used to handle a full day out. Now, just an hour at the market and he's ready to call it a day. You tell yourself, well, he's getting old. And maybe you're right. But what if I told you that some of that decline isn't just age? It's the body crying out for fuel. The right kind of fuel. Because here's the secret no one talks about enough. For men over 60, your body isn't just aging. It's adapting. And when it doesn't get what it needs, it starts to conserve. It starts to shut certain things down. Your energy, your performance, even your intimacy. It all starts to dim. But here's the good news. Sometimes, the path to feeling alive again doesn't begin with a doctor's prescription or a drawer full of supplements. Sometimes, it begins with what you eat, with what you choose to put on your plate every single day. In this video, we're diving into 3 powerhouse fruits. Not just fruits you've seen at the market, but fruits that fuel energy, restore stamina, and boost that fire inside. Fruit number 1 is loved for its bold color and stronger heart. Fruit number 2? Most men skip it, yet it can quietly recharge your hormones. And fruit number 3? Oh, it might be sitting in your kitchen already, waiting to awaken your muscles. If you stay with me till the end, you'll not only know what these 3 fruits are, you'll understand why they matter, and how to use them to feel more alive, more manly, more ready than you have in years. But before we dive in, let me ask you to do something small. If you believe, deep down, that men over 60 can still thrive, comment below, I'm still thriving. Because you are. And so is he. And so are we. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join us here at Thriving Oldies. Your home for real conversations, real solutions, and renewed strength, one choice at a time. Now let's talk fruit. Let's talk fuel. Let's talk you. Because you're not done yet. Not even close. Let's begin with something small, ruby red, and surprisingly powerful. Pomegranate. Now, let me tell you about Mr. Ade. He's a retired engineer in his early 70s. Sharp as ever in the mind, but his body, well, that was a different story. He loved his morning walks, just 2 laps around his neighborhood estate. But over time, those 2 laps turned into 1. Then half. Then none at all. He'd stop halfway, holding the railing, chest heaving slightly. You know, these knees aren't what they used to be, he'd say with a chuckle. But his grandson? He didn't laugh. Instead, he did something simple. Every morning before Mr. Ade's walk, he handed him a glass, half full of deep red juice. Pomegranate juice. Nothing fancy. No pills. No shakes. Just that small ritual. Day after day. And within weeks, Mr. Ade was back. Not just walking, but thriving. 2 full laps. No stops. More jokes. Even a little dance step by the gate one morning. Now, you might be thinking, what's so special about a fruit? Let's break it down. Pomegranate is loaded with antioxidants, especially one called punicalagin. Hard to pronounce, I know, but incredibly easy on your heart. What does it do? It helps clean out the blood vessels, relaxes them, widens them, and that means blood flows better. More oxygen gets delivered, quicker, smoother. Better still, just half a glass of unsweetened pomegranate juice, 2 to 3 times a week. Not sugary, bottled stuff. Not from concentrate. Just the real thing. Tart. Alive. Because that's what your body deserves. But listen, heart health is only one part of the story. Energy? Vitality? That isn't just about blood flow. It's also about something deeper. Your hormones. So now, let's talk about a fruit that doesn't just nourish your body, but helps rebalance your system from the inside out. A fruit with fats that fuel your manhood. Let's move to fruit number 2. One that's often overlooked, but could be your secret weapon after 60. Now, let's talk about a fruit that doesn't shout for attention. It's not flashy. It doesn't stain your fingers red like pomegranate. It just sits there, green, quiet, creamy. But inside, it's doing powerful work. Avocado. There was once a man named Mr. Kalu. He lived in the highlands, had a little garden where he grew vegetables and fruit trees. He didn't eat much meat, rarely touched butter. But there was one thing he never missed: his daily avocado. Half of one, sliced fresh with breakfast. Every single morning. At 65, he went for his yearly checkup. Blood pressure, normal. Cholesterol, steady. But here's what shocked the doctor. His testosterone levels were as high as those of a 45-year-old man. No injections. No supplements. Just consistency. And one fruit that quietly worked behind the scenes. You see, avocado is more than just a trendy toast topper. It's a hormonal ally. Let me explain. Avocados are loaded with monounsaturated fats, the good kind of fat, the kind your body needs to build hormones, especially testosterone. Now, testosterone isn't just about muscles or libido, though that matters too. It's about energy. It's about mood. It's about how you handle stress, how deeply you sleep, and even how sharp your mind stays. And as you age, testosterone naturally declines. That's biology. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to plummet. Not if you're feeding your body the right tools to keep the balance strong. Avocados don't just stop at fats. They're also rich in magnesium, which helps relax your nerves and muscles, and vitamin B6, which plays a vital role in hormone regulation. Now, here's where many men go wrong. They hear the word fat and freeze. Because somewhere along the line, we were all told that fat equals weight gain. That fat clogs the heart. That fat is the enemy. But truth is, it's not about avoiding fat. It's about choosing the right fat. Your body uses healthy fats as building blocks. It uses them to maintain your hormones. And without them, you start to feel, well, sluggish, foggy, disconnected. So don't fear the avocado. Welcome it. Here's how you can add it in without overthinking it. In the morning, mash half an avocado on a slice of whole grain toast. Add a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon. In the afternoon, dice it up and toss it into your salad, or simply slice it fresh and serve it alongside your eggs. It blends with almost everything. And more importantly, it works with your body, not against it. And here's a tip. If you've got grandkids around, turn it into a fun moment. Make a guacamole together. Let them mash it. Teach them what healthy eating really looks like, by example. Because aging well isn't about fighting time. It's about feeding your body what it needs to thrive in time. So, we've covered heart health with pomegranate. And now, hormone balance with avocado. But energy? That sharp, steady, on-the-go kind of energy, that still needs one more player on your team. Let's talk about a fruit that's sweet, comforting, and powerful in its simplicity. A fruit you've likely eaten since childhood, but never knew was fueling your muscles and stabilizing your body in ways nothing else can. Let's move to fruit number 3. It's time to talk bananas. But let's talk about something simple. Something you've probably eaten 1,000 times without ever realizing what it was truly doing for your body. Something yellow, soft, sweet, and deeply powerful. Bananas. Yes, bananas. Let me tell you a story about Uncle Tund. He's a retired principal in his late 60s. Every night, like clockwork, he'd wake up around 2 a.m. Not because of noise, not because he had to pee, but because of a deep, aching cramp in his leg. Sometimes the right calf, sometimes the left thigh. It would twist up like a knot. He'd grab at it, groaning softly, trying not to wake his wife. Sometimes he'd pace the room at night, limping gently, until the pain eased. He figured, it's just old age. Maybe my nerves are tired. He didn't complain. He endured. But one day, his home nurse noticed the limp in his step and gently asked, "Uncle, do you eat bananas?" He chuckled. "I used to, long ago. I just don't buy them anymore." That afternoon, she placed 2 bananas on the counter. "Eat one every day," she said. "Just one. Nothing else." Uncle Tund didn't believe it would help, but he did it anyway. 1 banana every morning for a week. And by the end of that week, the cramps? Gone. But something else changed too. He had more spring in his step. He walked to the gate without stopping. He started watering the garden again. That's when he realized, this little fruit wasn't just fighting cramps. It was restoring his rhythm. Here's why. Bananas are loaded with potassium and magnesium, 2 minerals your muscles absolutely depend on to stay relaxed, balanced, and strong. Potassium keeps your heartbeat steady. It helps regulate blood pressure and balance fluid in your cells. Magnesium? That's the calm maker. It helps your nerves fire properly. It reduces inflammation. And it keeps your muscles from seizing up like a rusty hinge. But that's not all. Bananas also contain natural sugars, glucose, fructose, sucrose. Paired with fiber, this combination gives you a slow, steady energy release. Not a crash. Not a sugar rush. Just clean fuel, especially before movement. Now, let's clear up a big misconception. A lot of folks say, bananas are too sugary. Here's the truth. When you eat a whole banana, you're not just eating sugar. You're getting fiber, vitamins, and nutrients that balance that sugar out. It's not a candy bar. It's nature's energy bar. And for men over 60, that energy makes a big difference. So how can you use bananas to your advantage? Here's what I recommend. Eat 1 ripe banana in the morning, especially before a walk or any light exercise. Better still, pair it with a handful of ground nuts or a boiled egg. That blend of carbohydrates and protein gives your body a beautiful, balanced boost. Or slice it into a bowl of oatmeal. Make a banana peanut butter smoothie if you like it cool and creamy. Simple, nourishing, effective. Because when your muscles feel good, you move more. And when you move more, your heart gets stronger, your mind stays sharper, and life feels lighter. So, you know the truth behind 3 humble fruits. Pomegranate, for your heart and blood flow. Avocado, for your hormones and strength. Banana, for your muscles and steady energy. But what does this really mean for you? Or for the men you care about? Let's talk about that. Let's go deeper. Because this is more than just food. This is about restoring a man's fire. From the inside out. It's hard, isn't it? Watching someone you love start to fade. That quiet shift from lively to tired. From alert to withdrawn. From strong to slow. And sometimes it's not someone else. Sometimes it's you. You wake up feeling like you didn't sleep. You forget things you used to remember without trying. You reach for your slippers, and your back reminds you that it's not 1985 anymore. And you begin to wonder, is this just how it goes? Is this the beginning of the end? But let me tell you something, plain and clear. It doesn't have to be. Because every small choice you make matters. You see, energy isn't just about youth. It's not about lifting weights or running 5 miles. It's about how you feel when you wake up in the morning. It's about whether your body cooperates with you throughout the day. It's about showing up, stronger, clearer, more present, for the people who still need you. And here's the beautiful part. Sometimes, the shift back to vitality doesn't begin in a hospital. It doesn't start with a long list of prescriptions. It starts right in your kitchen. A slice of avocado. A glass of pomegranate juice. A banana before your morning stroll. Simple, gentle, consistent, and over time, transformative. Let's reframe the story we've been told. Aging doesn't mean fading. It means adapting. It means becoming wiser in how you fuel this incredible machine you live in. No, these fruits aren't miracle cures. They won't erase every ache or wrinkle, but they will send a message to your body. I'm still here. I still care. I'm not done yet. So here's what I'd like you to do. Nothing big, nothing expensive. Just pick one of the fruits we talked about today. Start with it this week. Make it a small ritual. Half an avocado with your breakfast. A banana before your walk. A cup of pomegranate juice while you read the morning paper. Observe how your body responds. Feel the subtle changes. And most importantly, share it. Because somewhere, there's another man who's tired, who's losing faith in his strength. And maybe all he needs is the same encouragement you just received. You still have time. Your body is still listening. And with the right nourishment, the right care, the right consistency, your body will answer. Not with weakness, but with strength, with joy, with vitality. You're not a burden. You're not too far gone. And you are not done. Not by a long shot. So stand tall today and give your body what it's quietly been asking for. Fuel, support, respect. Because the best years, they might just be ahead. So let's take a moment to pull it all together. To recap what we've uncovered today: pomegranates, your heart's best friend. For better blood flow, more oxygen, and a stamina boost that reaches deep. Avocados, your natural hormone helper. They don't just nourish your body, they help reignite your strength from the inside out. And bananas, the quiet muscle multitasker. For steady energy, fewer cramps, and smooth, powerful movement throughout the day. These aren't just fruits. They're foundations. They're simple steps toward a better quality of life. Steps you can take today, no matter your age, your background, or your story. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these fruits do you already enjoy? Which one are you curious to try this week? Or maybe you've got your own story, something you've noticed after changing your diet. Go ahead and share it in the comments below. Seriously, I read every one. Because this isn't just a video. It's a community. And your voice matters here. If something in this video made you pause, made you think, made you feel something, give it a like. That small tap helps others just like you find this message. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Here on Thriving Oldies, we're not just growing older. We're growing wiser, stronger, more intentional, and more alive. So join us. We've got so much more to explore together. From daily habits that work, to foods that heal, to real-life tips that help you live well at every age. And as we wrap up, I just want to say this. Thank you. Thank you for taking these few minutes to invest in yourself, to learn, to reflect, to believe again in what's still possible. Stay healthy, stay hopeful, and remember, you're not getting old. You're just getting seasoned. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.